Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is fear and anger. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these posts a while ago, and the world is completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that seems out of date or I've had new experiences since then, I will interrupt myself and give you the most updated information. Also, at the end, if necessary, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. And I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Fear and anger. We are infinite beings that have created this human game for the fun of it. As infinite, we're infinitely joyful. Our essence is ecstatic all the time. So one of the fun aspects of the human game is all the different emotions we can feel. A couple of these emotions are fear and anger. Physical bodies have the fear emotion as an alarm signal that they're in danger of being injured or dying. Anger is a reaction to fear and is an inspiration to either get the heck out of that situation or defend or protect yourself. That's it. When we're playing the human game at an unawake level, everything seems to reinforce the fact that we're powerless or in danger of dying, that we are our bodies, and when they go, we'll cease to exist. So the emotion of fear is a great reinforcement. Look how fear has expanded in our world, in the news and in politics, to reinforce this aspect of the human game. We can be sitting in our homes, snug and cozy with a cup of tea, and then turn on the news, and suddenly we're told that we could catch a flesh-eating bacteria if we haven't washed our hands, or the swine flu could be overrunning our community, or COVID. An outbreak of illness is the harbinger of the pandemic. There could be a few flakes of snow in the air, and the news has turned it into a full-scale blizzard. I live on an island of about 11,000 people, accessible only by ferry, and we've police with drug-sniffing dogs going up and down the ferry line, and the Coast Guard circling our boats, just in case the terrorists want to target 3,000 miles away from New York City. It's a great way to keep you off kilter. Even if you were focused on reclaiming power from the illusion and waking yourself up to a more joyful way of living, you've totally forgotten about it now. News and politics kindle fear and anger too. We're all supposed to have strong feelings against certain countries in the Middle East, or people who drive Hummers, or vote for the other guy. Anger flares up when we feel our boundaries are crossed, and man, do we create boundaries way out there so pretty near anybody could cross them at any time. Dad had a hard day at the office and is fearful of getting fired and not having enough money, comes home and yells at mom. Mom snaps at the kid, and the kid kicks the family dog. We carry on such patterns into our work lives and our other interactions. People make overly aggressive comments in meetings and emails. The recipients take it, fearful of losing their job in this economy. Oh, the economy, what a fear game. And then go home and yell at the wife, etc., etc. Fear and anger, fear and anger. When we wake up to the fact that we're infinite beings and we've actually created all of this down to the smallest detail, our first reaction may be anger. Anger can be an effective way of getting unstuck, of clearing out limitations that have been blocking us from moving forward in our lives. But if you're reacting against a distortion, often your anger is distorted as well. When we start to realize that we created the characters in our storyline and they're actually reflections of us in disguise, it becomes harder to react with anything but amusement or appreciation, like a writer, producer, director admiring his newest film or play. You chortle with glee over every twist and turn in the storyline. You absolutely love every character as well, no matter how flawed. Fear and anger become indicators that we've lost our focus, that we've temporarily forgotten our infiniteness. As we grow in awareness, you can actually get to the point where you're both amused and angry and fearful at the same time. So that's when you're accepting of your physical body, which is really like your horse. I describe it as a vehicle, but it's not accurate to say it's a car because it's not a machine. It's an organic machine that has a personality and has feelings. So your body can be feeling angry or fearful, and you as consciousness, if you're embodying the situation, can feel amused and also compassionate to your body. So I invite you to take a step back from the news and politics and view them from the bigger picture of the human game. And take a step back in your daily life to see how family patterns may be running you both at home and at work. And appreciate the marvelous game that this is. And see how you feel at the end of 7 days. And leave a comment below because I love to read your comments. So it's funny how something that was written in 2009 still is so extremely current with what's going on in the world today, because there's a lot of things to be fearful about. There's a lot of things to be angry about. If you can step back and view this as a creation of consciousness, if you can see this as just a fabulous movie that you've created, you can still be the actor in the movie, take actions and make changes that serve you within the movie, but you can also go to sleep at night. The one thing I would say is, I mean, infinite being, I would describe it now as consciousness, because consciousness is a much more expanded term for me than using the term infinite being. Infinite being makes it a being, makes it like a deity, makes it something you can project a personality on. But consciousness is just this expansive awareness, is the essence of who we are. We've chosen to create a physical form to experience this reality in, and our physical form is experiencing fear and anger, but it can also experience a lot of other emotions as well. So when you as consciousness can be more present in your body, it really calms your body down. You can feel that, somebody is riding the horse, somebody is driving the bus. It doesn't have to take time and space to make changes. We're in this level of consciousness, sort of a 5D expansion where things can happen instantaneously. So I used to suggest playing with this for 7 days. How I would say it now is, 7 days you can measure that things have changed, and just do it whenever you spontaneously feel like doing it. Spontaneity, rather than making it a pattern, is another way of operating as consciousness in this world. So if you like these videos, please go ahead and click the like icon. You can also click the subscribe button, because when you like and subscribe, you let YouTube know to share this with more people in the world, and it gets it to people who really need it. And if you want to have a free consciousness technique, go ahead and click below on the skybox technique. It'll give you an expanded perspective of your life. Also, I have a new self-study called Manifesting Money and Miracles. It's a great basic training in working with energy so that you can change yourself and then change your reality. And if you want to know more, go to my website, joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. And I can answer any questions that you might have. I also record it for you. And if you want to know how to do this for yourself, the self-study is a great basic training and a good preparation for my coaching special, where I work with you one-on-one and give you consciousness techniques specifically chosen for you so that you can transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another morning musing.